第32集会拐弯的颜色。小朋友们大家好，我是萌萌博士，今天我来给大家讲讲神奇的错觉。
萌萌 you look a bit funny.
别这么说我们，克里斯博士。
Oh, I'm sorry, Meng Meng. I didn't mean to hurt your feelings. I just noticed that your appearance seemed to change behind the glass there. What were you doing?
当然了，克里斯博士，我在给小朋友们演示错觉现象呢。你累吗，克里斯博士？我来替你上课吧，我也是小物理学家啦。
Yes, I must be. Why don't I take a rest? I'm just going to sit down here for a minute.
我觉得这不是个好主意。哦不，克里斯博士睡着了。好吧，小朋友们，今天我们来讲一讲弯曲的颜色。不对，这听起来不太对，我得把克里斯博士叫醒。醒醒啊，克里斯博士。
That was a good rest. It's always good to rest when you are tired. So how did the lesson go, Meng Meng?
克里斯博士，我刚才犯了个严重的错误，我应该跟小朋友们说光线弯曲的知识，结果我说成了颜色的弯曲。
Well, that's actually quite clever, Meng Meng. Colors do indeed bend.
什么？我以为我讲错了呢，颜色也会弯曲，那颜色是如何弯曲的呢？
Meng Meng, don't you remember? Light is made of colors.
对呀，所以红色的光和蓝色的光也会弯曲吗？真有意思。
They do indeed. And the different colors of light bend differently.
为什么呀？你是说红色的光和蓝色的光弯曲程度不一样吗？
Yes, Meng Meng. Can you guess why? I'll give you a hint. It has something to do with the energy knowledge that we've learned before.
红色和蓝色跟能量有关。我记得在量子物理学的课程里学过，不同颜色的光拥有不同等级的能量，这就是答案吗？
Wow, great memory, Meng Meng. Children, do you remember which color has the highest energy and which color has the lowest energy? Let's recall it together. Hello, children. Do you remember the color order? From lowest energy to highest energy was red, orange, yellow, green, blue, purple.
你也记得呢，克里斯博士，我们都是伟大的物理学家，对不对？
Sure, Meng Meng. I must say, since we started our lectures, you have become a great little scientist.
我还要继续努力提高自己。那你刚才说颜色的弯曲程度是不一样的，这是什么意思呢？
Well, some colors bend differently than other colors. That is, the refraction depends on the color.
折射与颜色相关。你能用图片给我展示一下吗？我喜欢颜色。
Sure, Meng Meng. Have you seen one of these before?
三角形，我当然见过了，克里斯博士。
Silly koala. I'm not trying to show you the triangle, though I agree this is the shape of a triangle. This is actually a prism. A prism is what Isaac Newton used to prove to the world that white light contained all of the colors.
三棱镜，我能看出它按着能量的大小顺序分散出了颜色。
Good observation, Meng Meng. Children, do you see it? Notice that red bends the least and purple bends the most.
就像彩虹，是因为这样吗？这就是彩虹之谜的答案吗？
Not quite, Meng Meng. but we are very close. Rainbows are about sunlight and raindrops, not prisms.
你是说彩虹是由太阳光和雨滴创造的吗？所以说我们要学习雨滴中的光线的弯曲吗？
That's right. We need to understand what happens inside of a raindrop. But we've come a long way in our understanding of the behavior of light. So, there's only one more thing we actually need to understand. Children, there's one more thing I haven't yet told you about refraction. It's that the angle and the difference in the objects the light is passing through is very important. Otherwise, the light may not pass through, it may be reflected.
折射是需要一定角度的。
Yes. Let me demonstrate an example. I have a laser pointer and a glass full of water. Because the glass and the water is transparent, we expect the laser light to pass right through. And that's indeed what happens if we shine it at the right angle. But if we try to shine the laser light through the water at the wrong angle, it will get reflected. The laser light won't pass through the water, but gets reflected off the surface of the water and back down to the table.
哦，是的，我见过。所以如果照射的角度不对，光就没有办法穿透，而是就反射回来。
Exactly right. Come, let's think of some more examples. Perhaps at a lake or pond?
哦，对，我知道，有时候在风和日丽的日子里，湖面就像一个巨大的镜子，把它周围一切事物都反射出来。
That's right. Maybe we don't notice it on a bright sunny day. When the sun is high above in the sky, the light comes down into the water and can bounce off plants and fish. And when the light bounces back up to the surface of the water, it gets bent, it refracts. If fishermen, for example, didn't know about refraction, they would not be able to catch any fish.
渔夫们也是物理学家吗？
Yes, Meng Meng. Everyone who works to understand the world around them is a scientist at heart. Now, later in the day, when the sun is very low in the sky, we can see beautiful sunsets. The surface of the pond is strewn with golden sunshine, like a mirror. And that's because the angle of the sunlight isn't correct for the sunlight to enter the water.
那晚上没有光能照射进湖里，也就没有办法产生折射。这就是为什么我们不能在晚上捕鱼了。我明白了。
Great! And kids, have you understood the physics behind these phenomena? Good! Now it's time to bring on the raindrops. Hello, children. Today, we learned about how refraction breaks up the colors and how sometimes the light doesn't get refracted at all. If the angle isn't right, the light inside of the water might get reflected. Now, let's draw some pictures of some raindrops. Have you ever seen a raindrop? Maybe not. They move very quickly. Perhaps you've seen one drawn like this. Raindrops have all sorts of different shapes and sizes as they fall very high from the sky. But most of the time, raindrops look pretty round. Now, I want you to show me what happens inside of a raindrop. We know that sunlight is made of white light, but I have a whiteboard and you probably have white paper. So for now, let's draw sunlight with a black marker. the sunlight will enter the raindrop. I want you to show how the raindrop breaks up the light. You will need to have 2 refractions and 1 reflection. Next time, I'll show you the answer. Until then, watch out for the rain. Bye.